I found out when Admiral Greenert called and informed me that I was going to be a distinguished graduate, and I was very honored and humbled.
I expected to be waiting a period of time just because I know how difficult it was to get into this unique group of leaders, and I was blown away. It's probably one of the most humbling moments of my life.
I kept composed until he hung up, and then I thought about it and I hung my head and I cried a little bit, to be honest with you. And my wife caught me. That was really bad.
You have to be nominated by your class. And the fact that my class selected me as the person that they wanted to put forward is a tremendous feeling of satisfaction.
I joined the Navy because I was passionate about aviation. I stayed because of the incredible people. So I think, to me, it's much less about my accomplishments and the people I was able to help, the people I was able to maybe open doors for, because I certainly had people open doors for me.
I believe that accepting this award is not an individual effort. Everybody's part of a team, so my family is part of this. My classmates are a big part of this. All of those I've worked with, particularly my personal staffs that I've worked with 10 years as a flag officer, but in particular my class of '81. We have this motto, second to none. I'm the third in the line of our classmates behind Wendy Lawrence and Peg Klein to be honored this way.
Brigade Midshipmen, former distinguished graduates seated in the audience here that were just listed, alumni, family, friends. The Distinguished Graduate Ceremony is an important event on our calendar for the Naval Academy community. It's an opportunity to inspire the next generation of officers, the Brigade of Midshipmen, through the actions and the accomplishments of those that have gone before them. This afternoon, we're here to recognize 5 alumni who have devoted a lifetime of service to our nation.
The Naval Academy shaped me in literally every way possible. I came from a small town. I'd never been on an airplane before. I'd never been on a vacation.
I'd never been to anything this big, so expansive, with so much talent. So I struggled. I struggled academically, but I loved all the rest, the athletics, the tight scheduling. The Naval Academy gave me a compass. It taught me how to do time management.
The Naval Academy, it made me be on time, like 1,000 times during 4 years. I spent the next 36 years being on time. And that's kind of step one in getting something done. You're ready to work, you're ready to do your job, and it ain't that hard.
Most importantly, and I think the biggest thing I took away from the Naval Academy that I still aspire to today, is this idea of we don't give up the ship. It's all about how do we fight and win.
I learned that I could compete based on the training that I'd been given here, and I took it and ran through that window. Here we are.
Of my accomplishments, what I'm most proud of is continued striving for excellence, persevering through some very difficult times in my career.
Working in the industry that I worked in, I had the opportunity to work around the world, and probably my biggest accomplishment is that I have been able to hire literally tens of thousands of citizens from 40 different countries. I've seen young men and women with limited backgrounds learn technical things and be rewarded financially for those. And this changes not only the poverty of that family, but the whole village and often. So it's really that opportunity to kind of give back to mankind that's really been one of the most fun things I've been able to do.
I think I'm most proud of my time here at the U.S. Naval Academy, to be able to see 2 classes, the class of 2018 and the class of 2019, go through all 4 years, to get to know them personally, to know their families, and to see their successes. It might be the most emotional part of the day for me. I addressed the brigade in my final days, and I thought I would never address the brigade again, and I have that next opportunity. And the class of 23 was one of my last acts in uniform as I inducted them on their I-Day. And I'll have a chance to talk to them now as seniors. So that connectivity from me to the senior class will be extra special today.
The accomplishments I'm most proud of are probably my 5 Sea commands and having the opportunity to lead America's young men and women at sea, and the opportunity to mentor them, as many as I could during that time.
I have had a series of mentors since my first squadron assignment all the way through to today. Admiral Tim Keating, he just kept opening doors for me and speaking on my behalf where I might not have had credibility. He opened doors for me so people saw what he saw in me. Priceless.
Mentorship is an art, not a science. There's something special about our alumni that represent the long blue line. We're mentored by so many, and sometimes it's the mentorship that we don't know that's coming that will make the big difference. And I experienced that multiple times in my life. I counted on that when I was a superintendent, having to make tough decisions, and that's what makes the Naval Academy special.
I entered into relationships here at the Naval Academy as a midshipman, as the commandant, you know, in my various roles here. They're everything. Those people are just, they'll give you the shirt off your back, which you don't usually ask for. Those people want to see you be the best that you can be, and that's what I'll try to leave the midshipmen with today.
Give more than you take would be the one message I would share with them. And it's more difficult than you might think. Navy kept sending me to great assignments, 5 Sea commands and the like, but it's all about service. It's all about giving more than you take. Don't be that officer that is always saying, what's in it for me?
There is no free lunch. The things you learn here, you earn. The grind here is hard. The things that happen to you here are purposeful. Relish in them. Know that the challenge that you're getting here really, really matters. And do know that you're capable of doing big things when you leave here because you've done something hard already. And they'll trust in this place. It will give them a chance to go do these things that we've all done.
I, along with all of your Naval Academy alumni, the long blue line, will always be sailing with you, Brigade of Midshipmen, in mind and spirit. The men and women who stand the watch at sea, on land, in the air, in space, and in cyberspace, so that we can enjoy the privileges that we have here tonight. Go Navy, beat Army forever.
To someone who is given much, much is owed. And I feel like the Naval Academy gave me very much, and I owe it back.
The award is certainly an amazing opportunity to meet midshipmen, to meet with alumni. So engage, be engaged. Whether it's time or money, be engaged, because you never know when your time or talent or treasure can make a difference in the quality of the experience for the midshipmen here.
My one thing that I would like to share with fellow alumni is that supporting this place is really worthwhile. People supported us before we got here. We were cared for in the things that we needed. If they weren't provided by the government, then our alumni helped that. Clearly, I hope we can all pitch in and do a little bit for this place that has meant so much to all of us.